sitting here in this villa and it's about 6:30 in the morning, and I'm thinking about something that really bugs me. That's banks. Now, everyone thinks they're these safe, trustworthy guardians of your money, but let me tell you something I learned. It's not what you think. Most people think banks exist only to keep their money safe, right? They think banks are like that trustworthy friend who literally keeps your stuff safe, but nah. Banks are like that sneaky roommate who eats your food, racks up your bills in your name, and then thanks you for letting them stay rent-free. They make way more money off you than you ever realize. They are legally robbing you and you are funding them. And I want to show you how they play the game and how you can flip it. Some money is better than no money. Here's the scam no one thinks about. Interest spreads. Now let's say you put $1,000 in a savings account. The bank's like, hey, we're gonna give you a penny back after a year. Literally a penny. Meanwhile, they're taking that $1,000, they're loaning it to somebody down the street at a 10% interest rate on a credit card. They're collecting $100 while you're collecting a coin. Now, you can't even use that in a vending machine. It's not banking. That's literally robbery with a smile. This is another one that used to piss me off. Fees. That's where they get really bold. Overdraft fees. You know, you're already broke. You're negative $5 and the bank's like, hey, you're struggling. This is a perfect time to charge you $35 for insufficient fund fees. It's literally like kicking someone when they're already down. What kind of person does that? Another one, foreign transaction fees. Picture this, you're in Mexico sipping margaritas, living your best life. You swipe your card for tacos and boom, there's a 3% fee. The bank just taxed your vacation. Now that $10 taco that you just got, congrats. It's $10.30. It's not one swipe, right? It's every time you're swiping that card. This one, I used to struggle and used to kill me. Imagine, you want to send money to your own brokerage account, right? It's your money. You need to wire some funds. The bank's like, sure, we'll wire said amount, but it's gonna cost you $25 for that wire fee. Just to move numbers from one screen to another. That's all it is, right? It's like Venmo literally charging you for breathing. And maybe you're sitting there saying, why does that matter? Who is this guy, right? It matters because you don't even notice it, right? Right now you don't notice it, but those pennies they pay you over time, those fees that hit quietly that you're stacking up year over year, on average, the average person here loses about tens of thousands of dollars to banks with fees and things like that. You're literally basically sponsoring your banker's next resort trip. But here's what you can do and here's how you can flip it. That way you stop being the sucker. High yield savings account, credit unions. Don't leave money in accounts paying you 0.01% interest. That's a joke. There are credit unions and online banks paying 4 to 5% right now. The same safe accounts, but way more growth. We all love growth. Most people, I would say about 70%, leave their money in a standard checking or savings account at your local, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, where it's basically earning nothing. Again, it's 0.01% interest, and that's insulting to you, and it insults me also. It's like giving your bank a free loan while they're making millions off your money. Instead of that, put it in a high yield savings account. Flip it, right? They're gonna pay you 4 to 5% interest on your balance. Why? It's because online banks don't have as many costs as your giant branches that you see in your local neighborhood. So they don't have, offices to maintain, no marble floors, no army of tellers. So they pass some of those savings on to you in the form of higher interest. So instead of your money sitting there like it's taking a nap, it's actually earning something while you're sleeping. And that's passive money. And that's how you start flipping the script on them. Make them pay you instead of you paying them. Another trick here that I love to use is cash back and travel cards. It's one of my favorite tricks. I'm guilty. I use cards that give me rewards for money I'd spend anyway. I pay rent, insurance, groceries, boom. Just like that, thousands of points. Last time I flew to Mexico, it was for free. Okay. Last time I flew to Brazil, Sao Paulo, it was for free. It wasn't because I'm rich, it's because I'm literally paying my bills in a smarter way. Here's a trick most people never use. If you're not using this, it's like leaving free money on the table. Instead of swiping your debit card all the time, use that credit card. You want to use that credit card that gives you sign-up bonuses and cash back rewards. I'll break it down in a simple way. A lot of cards offer, this deal where it's like spend 3,000 in the first 3 months and you'll get 100,000, maybe 80,000 bonus points. Sounds like a gimmick, right? Think about it. If you pay your bills every month, say they're around $2,000, your rent, utilities, groceries, things like that, maybe insurance, you're already spending that money. So why not funnel it through a rewards card? That way, you're literally stacking up points for free, and your next vacation, your flight there is free. I'll give you an example. With some cards, like the Delta Sky Miles card, you can literally book flights to Mexico or even parts of South America for as little as 12,000 points. That's a round trip. That would normally cost you around $200 to $300 for essentially nothing. Now, if you multiply that by hitting, a couple thousand of those points, 80,000 points, 100,000 points, those bonus offers throughout the year, and suddenly you're flying for free just because you paid your bills in a smarter way. Now, I don't think smarter is a word, but in a smart way. Now, it's not just flights, guys. It's cash back too. They literally hand you money back every time you swipe 1%, 2%, maybe even 5%. So that PF Chang dinner you just had, if you're disciplined and you pay it off every month, the bank now is going to pay you. Again, I don't think a lot of people understand how many people are flying for free because of these tricks, right? It's not because they're rich. Everyone I pretty much meet that travels a lot does the same thing. So what you need to do is make your bills work for you instead of against you. Another thing here is I can't tell you how many people just park their cash. Leaving 10K in a bank account is like leaving it in a shoebox. It's not growing. Do something better. The S&P 500 or some other index fund. Even a boring 7% return is better than that shoebox or that suitcase over time. Most people don't know about this one. It's the Index Universal Life Policy. This one's a ninja move. It's next level. An IUL basically lets you grow your money without market losses, right? It's like a 401k plan. Another cool thing is it protects your family. And we all love family, right? It has tax advantages. This one is literally playing the bank's game, but on your own terms. You got to think of it as insurance that also builds wealth. So yeah, I get it. Banks are easy. They look friendly. They keep your money safe, but they're really like casinos. The house always wins. Unless you learn their tricks and flip the script. Stop being the customer's bank, profit from them, and start using them as tools to build your wealth. That way, when you stop being the meal, you can actually be the lion and finally sit at the table. Banks will always win against the people who play by the rules. But again, if you learn to flip the script, if you learn these quick, easy money habits, you make them pay you. When you invest instead of park your cash, when you use their own tools against them, that's when you stop being the customer. And we already have too many of those. You can finally start being the bank. At the end of the day, guys, the choice is yours. There's a lot of information out there. So the next time your bank sends you that friendly little email, saying thanks for banking with us because you've been funding their vacations. Remember, they're thanking you because you've been funding their vacations. Start making the system work for you, not against you. That's when your money finally starts moving the way it should be, towards your freedom, not their profits. Now, if you're watching this and you made it to the end of the video, you know now how the game is played. So don't just keep it to yourself, share it. The more people that flip the script, the less banks win. That's when real change happens. Anyways, if you made it to the end of this video, guys, I do appreciate you. Do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.